Hi guys, it's Harvey from All Parts Pool and Spa. This is a diagram from Pentair. This is showing a Pentair heat pump, but basically it can be any kind of heater. Alright, argument's sake, we have a pipe coming in to our pump. Hydraulically, we understand, now I keep drilling it into you, before any 90 or bypass valves or valves for your skimmer and your main drain, it's minimum 4 times the pipe diameter from anything like that into your straight pipe. So argument's sake, this is a 90 and this was 2-inch. We want 8 inches of straight pipe before the beginning of this pump and the beginning of this 90. We want 8 inches pipe. That is minimum. I say 6 to 8 times pipe diameter. Okay, we come out of the pump into some kind of filter, sand filter, DE filter, cartridge filter, whatever. We come back out and we go into the heater. This is a bypass, just showing a bypass on a heat pump. Most heat pumps get void. You have to read and understand your manuals. Most heat pumps you can't bypass. Sometimes you void the warranty. So that's why I always say you got to read and understand your manual. But somebody asked me, what about a Hartford loop? This is your Hartford loop, okay? Water is going out, coming back up, hits I like a positive seal half-pound acid check valve. You replace it once a year. After the year, it's a throwable item. All right, comes back down over, and this is really overkill. This is basically another Hartford loop, but here's your chlorinator. If it's a chlorinator, it's the last thing just before your eyeballs. Let's take this one further. Say if we had a pressure cleaner, where would we put the pressure cleaner in this scenario? Well, if you put it here before the heater, when it turns on, it'll rob water, gallon rate water, to this heater. So the pressure pump cleaner, okay, if you got a pressure cleaner, goes after the pool pump, after the sand filter. You got a pool heater, it gets after the pool heater, and if you were piping a pressure cleaner in, you would be before this acid check valve. The reason why is because the pump now is capable, even if you saw this Hartford loop, is capable of seeing chlorine gas. So you make the Hartford loop, you come up, put a half pound spring acid check valve, come up 45s, 245s make a 90, come over 245s make a 90, come down 245s make a 90, and in the chlorinator. The reason why is if chlorine starts backing up, chlorine gas likes going backwards, quite easy, loves going up, and it loves coming across again, but it really doesn't like coming down. It will. That's why you put this check valve here. Argument's sake, we put it here. Well, what would happen quite easily, your chlorine gas would come over, come up, and attack that acid check valve, eat it away, and it's no good in 4 months. That's why I always say to replace it every year. They do wear out, okay? I mean, I see acid check valves in systems for 6 years. When I replace a heater, you get a new acid check valve. No ands, no ifs, no buts. That's in the quote, okay? This is a Hartford loop. Now, let me give you one other scenario, and you have to read and understand your owner's manual. Some of these pumps, variable speed pumps, or anti-trapment systems or anything else like that. You follow in a gray area because if you read the manual, they do not want any check valves in the system. This is where it becomes a gray area, and you really need to not listen to me. You need to call your company you're dealing with and see how they would want to handle it. But the way I would do it, if I wanted to sanitize by chlorine, what I personally would do, I would make this into a salt pool. Okay. The reason why, what I would do is the salt generator, wired correctly and plumbed correctly, only operates when the pool is running. Okay. So, argument's sake, this is a chlorinator for 3-inch tabs. The pool is off. It's building up pressure. Some of it does go out in the eyeballs, but it's capable of coming back. But if we had a salt generator here, all right, the pump was off, it stopped making chlorine. If it was wired and plumbed correctly, it would stop making chlorine gas and you wouldn't have it. What I would still do if you had that scenario, I would definitely put a salt system in, salt generator. I would still come back and I would still make that Hartford loop. All right. You don't need to have the check valve there, but that's what my personal opinion is. Put a salt cell in here, come up, come over, come down, back down, and into your heater. And that's how you eliminate your check valves. And that's how you get away with some of these fancy new pool pumps and safety systems that you can't have a check valve in the system. Change it over to a salt pool and plumb the salt generator so it turns off power when you turn off the pump, and you put the switch in that detects flow in properly. It too needs distances before and sees any 90s. All right, guys, I hope that was a little helpful tip. Take care of yourselves. Bye.